Have you ever looked up at some majestic mountain and felt a sense of awe and wonder? Maybe you've stood in the shadow of the Rockies or the Alps, or perhaps you've gazed upon the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas. There's just something about mountains that inspires a sense of humility and perspective. In today's video, we are going to look at a passage from the Psalms that talks about looking to the mountains for help. It says this, "I lift up my eyes to the mountains. From where will my help come? My help will come from the Lord who made heaven and earth." This is Psalm 121, verses 1 and 2. Now, when David wrote this psalm, he was probably in a desperate situation. He was a man who had been chased and harassed by his own son Absalom, and he was now hiding for his life. In the midst of his distress, David looked up to the mountains. Not because he thought that they could help him, but simply because he was in the mountains. And as he looked up, he remembered who was in control. He remembered that God was on the throne, and that the same God who had created the world was also in control of his life. Friends, when you look up to the mountains, what do you see? Do you see God? Do you feel a sense of His presence? Or do you just see rocks and dirt? For many of us, the majesty of the mountains is lost on us because we've seen them so much. But for David, even in the midst of his despair, he saw God. You see, the God who made the world is also the God who cares for us. And when we look to Him for help, He will never fail us. So why did David call the mountains a witness? Well, because he wanted to remind himself of God's faithfulness. He knew that God had been with him in the past, and he believed that God would be with him in the future. Friends, when you're going through a difficult time, take some time to look up and remember who's in control. Remember that God is on the throne and that nothing is too hard for Him to handle. Don't look to the mountains for help, for they are just rocks and dirt. But look to the God of the mountains, for He is your help and your salvation. Would you agree that God is your help and your salvation? Let us know in the comment section. And if you want to learn more about how to live a life that honors God, be sure to check out our other videos. Until next time, may the God of the mountains be with you and bless you. Amen.